Yo, what up, man? Fair use, fair use, fair use. Welcome back to what are we? What are we? Big West show, man. I don't know what else to call us, baby. But we got an important stream tonight. We talking about these judges, bro. These judges are just crazy. They're doing too much. They need to be, their powers need to be reeled back in. We'll show you everything today. How much they're getting paid, why they're actually mad at Trump because they were supposed to get a special raise along with the Senate that they were trying to pass in the continual resolution. But for the Senate, it was an extra 40%. It was a 40% raise. That's why all them Democrats and everybody is pissed at Trump. Because Elon blew it up and said, yo, man, you motherfuckers want 40% raise. Crazy. They were supposed to go from 174 to 243. That's crazy. Now, true, they haven't had a raise for 10 years, but 10 years ago, they were making $174,000. Think about that. Get my smoke right. That's good. Give me a dime lighter. I just can't let you go. Yeah, I like that song. Y'all like that song? Blood clot, don't do this to me. Oh, I love this cigar. This is my go-to, right? It's from Famous Smokes. It's like their personal brand, but it's actually good. Right, Famous Smokes is Nicaragua joint, Maduro. Box press, this is the 3000. This shit is good. Like, this is a really good fucking smoke. You know, I don't know how the hell they were able to do it. But anyway, so yeah, man. So these judges is like, you know, they violating, man. So we're gonna start off slow. This is a serious stream right here, right? You know, we got a couple of judges that are on some cocksucker shit and they want to mess things up. So let me just refresh here. All right, let me show you this here. I gotta crack it open a little more. Yeah, and these guys. Yo, how the hell should be right here, bro? And I just like, I put it in my pocket. Yeah, I put it in my pocket. There we go. There we go. So I'm gonna let you know this is an informative stream. So, you know, if you don't want to see informative shit, you know, you just want to be entertained, you know, you might want to go watch something else. This is like filled with fucking action-packed stats type shit, bro. Right? You know. I don't want to waste your time. I don't waste my time. But this is informative for those that want to know. This is the judicial compensation page right here. Look at this shit. Look how much these guys is getting paid, bro. All right. So look, you got fucking. This is a circuit court judges. These are the ones that are blocking. These are the ones that are blocking Trump. Trying to block Trump, right? These fuckers getting 263, right? So they've been paid some fucking bread, man. That's crazy. So yeah, let me go and see what's going on. Let's go check these streets here. All right, let's see. Let's go check the first one out. Let's see what's going on here. Last I heard, the judges were trying to block Trump. They were mad at Trump because he sent the fucking the killer migrants back home, right? And you got a fucking judge asking, why are you sending back the migrants that are killing people? Like, why do they have to leave? What kind of freaking question is that, bro? Why would you fight for them dudes to stay here? Let's see what's up.
Rare scolding from the Chief Justice of the United States, basically to stop attacking federal judges. Well, you attack a federal judge. This has to do with the case involving the White House efforts to deport what it calls Venezuelan gang members using an 18th century law. President Trump is calling for the judge in this case, calling for his impeachment. This prompted the extraordinary statement from the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, actually the Chief Justice of the United States, John Roberts. For more than 2 centuries, it has been established that impeachment is not an appropriate response to disagreement concerning a judicial decision. The normal appellate review process exists for that purpose. Let's get to CNN's Kevin Liptak at the White House, who will convey exactly what the feelings are from the president, Kevin.
Yeah. I can tell you,
Guaranteed Trump told him to go kick fucking rocks. Guaranteed.
Just what Trump said. He essentially tried to shrug off the Roberts criticism, saying that he didn't think Roberts was talking specifically about him because he didn't name him in that statement, which is a little beyond the realm. I think it was pretty unambiguous what Roberts was saying there and who Roberts was talking to. But I do also think it's notable that the president is not trying to jump into a feud directly with the Chief Justice of the United States. Of course, so much of Trump's agenda is heading towards the Supreme Court, and he will need, at the end of the day, Justice Roberts if some of these items that he's been trying to enact are upheld by the highest court in the land. So Justice Roberts is one judge that President Trump does not seem to be interested in picking a fight with directly at the moment, but that's not stopping him from going after this other federal judge in Washington.
Now that's I believe, being that I know that Trump is a chess player, he's been displaying that this whole fucking time. Before he told Canada to come out 51st state or we're gonna put some tariffs and shit on you, before he even said that, he already analyzed what could Canada do to us. And when he found out they couldn't do shit, that's when he made his move. He does that. He does that with everything. He weighs everything out before he makes a move on it. So being that he's not fucking with this judge, the judge got some power, bro. He's a chief justice, and we just looked over there. Chief justice in 2025, they're making $317,000. 2024, they made $312,000. So, I'd be interested in seeing the powers of Chief Justice. So let me see. Shit.
Skepticism on the administration's rationale for not turning around the planes of those alleged gang members, even though he specifically told them to. And so I think we do have some of the sound from the president. Let's listen to what he said in response to Justice Roberts.
He didn't mention my name in the statement. I just saw it quickly. He didn't mention my name, but many people have called for his impeachment, the impeachment of this judge. I don't know who the judge is, but he's radical left. What do you do when you have a rogue judge? The judge that we're talking about, you look at his other rulings, I mean, rulings unrelated, but having to do with me, he's a lunatic.
So not backing off at all against that criticism of the judge in Washington. And this is part of a concerted strategy here. This is not Trump necessarily sort of going off on his own. When you listen to White House advisors, they do believe that the majority of the country is behind them on these hardline deportation tactics, and that by going after the judge in this case, it only bolsters the president politically. So I don't think you can expect him to back off. In fact, he did not back off overnight when he was posting on Truth Social. He said if a president doesn't have the right to throw murderers and other criminals out of our country because a radical left lunatic judge wants to assume the role of president, then our country is in very big trouble and destined to fail. But, you know, notably, he'd stop.
So a chief justice, after looking at Google, is just a glorified judge. It's like if you were in the military, you know how they got squad leaders. Like you're both. You and that person are both the same, but you're just a fucking squad leader. The person picked you to blame for everybody else's fuck up. They got the same powers. He might just have a little more authority over the other judges. That's about it. Not too much authority. He can't do nothing more to Trump. So that's kind of weird.
On the constitutional order, do you believe?
By Libs of TikTok. Chuck Schumer admits the quiet part out loud. Democrat-appointed judges are really activists who are here to stop Donald Trump.
There are those.
Now, how do we feel about that? You got Chuck Schumer, the guy who the Democrats wanted to shut down the government because they wanted that shit in that CR. They were upset that they dubbed that shit in the CR, that 40% raise. So they were relying on Schumer to shut down the government so since you stopped our money, we're stopping everything. Schumer didn't do it. Schumer, decided to side with, which was the best thing to do, bro. And they're trying to nail him to the cross for that, okay? So now the fact that Schumer's coming out saying all of the judges are here just to be activists just to fucking hurt Trump, it's pretty good. That's pretty good. It's pretty good info.
Who believe that we are in real time living through an assault on the constitutional order. Do you believe that we are in a constitutional crisis right now?
Yes, our democracy is at risk because Donald Trump shows that he wishes to violate the laws in many, many different ways. The good news here is we did put 235 judges, progressive judges not under the control of Trump last year on the bench, and they are ruling against Trump time after time after time. And we hope that the appellate courts, when it gets up there in the Supreme Court, will uphold those rulings. They restored the money to NIH. They required that 8,000 federal employees have to come back. We're in over 100 lawsuits against them, and we are having a good deal of success. It's only at the lower court level right now.
Ignore them. This is it. This is, I would call it America's...
Last stand?
Well, I wasn't going to say last stand. That's kind of a brutal way to put it. I was going to say, I'm imagining more of like a reignition. You see, what Chuck Schumer represents and what these progressive judges represent is a bureaucratic blob. That's what Mike Pence calls it. He calls it the blob. It's this machine of consumption. What are its ends? What are its goals? Global dominance under a bland, gray, gruel, flavorless society. Donald Trump represents America. And what he is doing is dismantling the mechanisms of government overreach, as the people have requested that he do. The blob, the deep state, the bureaucratic state, have put in place judges to rule against Trump. What's the quote from Andrew Jackson? I've seen their ruling, now enforce it.
The chief.
It's fucked up. This is what they meant. This is what he meant by drain the swamp. All right. This is going to be a long fight. This is the Third World War for us. In case you didn't know, this is our Third World War. It's not from the enemies abroad. This shit is from within. All right. Honestly, we might have to strap up and go fuck some Democrats up, bro. Like, I mean, really, like, that's what it's looking like, bro. It's time to take the fucking nice gloves off, the nice guy gloves off. It's time to stop being the sensible one, the turn the other cheek one, the one that, it's time to cut that shit out, bro. It's time to go. It's time for the Republicans of this country to go Black Panther on these motherfuckers, dog. Black Panther Party on these motherfuckers, man. All that. You listen, man. I ain't got time for that racism bullshit, bro. I ain't got time for that stupid shit, bro. All right? We need to unite and just fucking... We gotta hand it to these motherfuckers, bro. They over here setting shit on fire, beating people up, shooting like, what the fuck? You niggas, are we really being bullied by a fucking bunch of pansy-ass faggots in dresses and wigs, bro? Come on, dog. No, we're not. We're nowhere not, bro. We got the brothers, the fucking thugs. You know what I'm saying? The Tyrones and the fucking Fruquans and Trade Dions and all that. And then we got the rednecks, man, with the fucking trucks and all this shit, man. Man, this is us, man. Back to back. They wanna let these they really stand for everything we voted against, everything that was wrong with the country. They stand for. Then they have the nerve to set our shit on fire. You throwing Molotov cocktails at our shit? Like, I seen a video of this freaking fruitcake walked up with a bro. He had a gallon of tomato juice. Not like we're getting attacked by vegan freaks. How crazy is it that he would have tomato? He didn't have fucking paint or a soda. This motherfucker had a jar of tomato juice, bro. And he poured the tomato juice all on it. This shit was just fucking crazy. It's like, you just threw tomato juice at me? It was fucking bananas to watch. It's just crazy. What is this? Okay.
Back against a federal judge he says is stonewalling his immigration agenda. His Justice Department spent the day in court arguing against the temporary restraining order issued by Judge Boasberg after the use of the Alien Enemies Act to deport more than 200 people to a prison in El Salvador without any due process, an effort the administration vows it will continue. The Trump administration calling this flight the first of many from the United States to Venezuela, part of a mission to return undocumented immigrants to their home countries.
They're not immigrants. They're illegal aliens who are committing the most violent crimes you can imagine on Americans.
The flight was coordinated with Honduras, where it also stopped to allow deportees to change planes, and occurred despite prior condemnation from the Venezuelan government. About another flight, the video of which has now been seen around the world, filled mostly with Venezuelan nationals flown by the U.S. to a prison in El Salvador. Venezuelan leader Nicolas Maduro calling it kidnapping, concentration camp, humiliation, violations of national and international laws, since they were denied any chance to prove they were not in fact criminals or gang members, as the White House alleges, using the Alien Enemies Act to deport them, prompting a federal judge to issue a temporary restraining order.
Donald Trump is a lawless, angry man. He thinks he should be king. He thinks judges should just listen to him.
Trump also adding Venezuela to a list of countries who will be tariffed on April 2nd as he continues his campaign to try to discredit the judge, posting conflict of interest, suggesting bias from Judge Boasberg, who appeared in this photo next to Doug Emhoff, the husband of former Vice President and Trump opponent Kamala Harris. As Republicans in Congress now say they'll hold a hearing on Judge Boasberg next week. We are learning another layer of President Trump's mass deportation plan involves a new controversial partnership between Immigration and Customs Enforcement and the IRS. The tax agency reportedly set to share information that has previously always been kept secret, names and addresses of people who paid taxes but are in the country illegally.
So that wasn't too exciting. Yeah, so what's going on here, man? What's going on here? Feel a little lost right here, this stream. What's going on? All right, so this is Trump asking Supreme Court to rein in. Here we go. Now we get into the juicy part. Rein in these cocksuckers.
Ignored orders during the controversial deportation of Venezuelan migrants who the administration accuses of being gang members, despite some having no criminal records. Christian Benavidez has more on the president's plan.
All right, so Okay, so here's the deal, right? So we got these planes and we're sending these guys to El Salvador. Some of them have no criminal records. So should we really be sending them to El Salvador, or should we be sending them back to Venezuela? I guess you could say we should be sending them back to Venezuela. This is a new administration. They're doing things the correct way, so I don't really see a reason to think that they would be doing shit stupidly already. Okay. They've been doing shit by the book. They've been making the good moves since he's been in office. So if they sent those guys to El Salvador, I think it was for a reason. I would say it was for a reason.
To revoke the status of some immigrants who arrived to the U.S. legally.
Late Friday, the Trump administration announced it was revoking the legal status of more than 500,000 immigrants from Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua, and Venezuela who
God damn, bro. 500,000. 500,000. Listen, you know what happens when 500,000 people disappear out of the country, man? There's more parking, there's more apartments, there's more homes, there's more food, there's more everything, bro. 500,000. He said, nah, you motherfuckers got to go back. That's crazy.
came to the U.S. legally under a parole status. The Biden-era program, known as CHNV, allowed the immigrants to live in the
CHNV, Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua, Venezuela. Let me see something. Tell me about this. Parole program. What the fuck is that? January 5th, 2023. Why did he do this? Biden administration announced its intent to provide a safe and orderly pathway to the United States for up to 30,000 nationals of Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua, and Venezuela. So it was supposed to be 30,000. Guys, it was supposed to have been 30,000. But of course, like everything that Biden did, he said, fuck that, just open everything up. As you see right here, this is why I like to do this on the stream. I like to actually look shit up while we're going through it. So right here, for up to 30,000. It means no more than, right? So if we're supposed to have no more than 30,000, how did we get to 530,000? How did we get that fucking number? Haiti, Nicaragua, and Venezuela, the new program formerly known as the Process for Cubans, CHNV, allows certain people from these four countries who have a sponsor in the U.S. and who pass a background check to come to the U.S. for a period of 2 years and live and work lawfully, using legal mechanism known as humanitarian parole. Oh. So they let these guys come over here. It was supposed to have been up to 30,000. They let them come over, right? So you let them come over so that they could work and get some money, right? And then what? Are they supposed to go back after that? The creation of this new parole program, however, it was coupled with restricted access to asylum at the border for migrants from Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua, and Venezuela. Starting January 2023, the government of Mexico agreed to allow U.S. to expel up to 30,000 migrants from the countries to Mexico each month, preventing them from requesting asylum under U.S. immigration law. With this expiration of the Title 42 order in May the U.S. announced that it would formally deport some migrants from these countries to Mexico instead of their home countries. So, ooh. Migrants are ineligible for the parole program if they crossed without authorization into Panama, following the most common route to the United States. Mexico or the United States after the relevant parole program was announced in 2022 for Venezuelan and January for Cubans, Haitians, and Nicaraguans. As of April 23, Cubans, Haitians were also ineligible if they are interdicted at sea while attempting to cross the Caribbean. Grants DHS the discretion to temporarily allow certain non-U.S. citizens to enter and remain if they apply for admission but lack any legal basis. Oh. Nah, see, you that's where you fucked up, man. You start bending the rules for motherfuckers. You make a rule, then you make a rule for the rule to bend the rule. What the fuck? That's how we got 530 instead of fucking 30. This shit is crazy, bro. He's always doing some dumb shit. We don't even hear about these things. This shit just happens, and then we just...
U.S. through sponsorships by U.S. citizens and permanent residents.
In the next 30 days, their work permits and deportation protections will be lapsed and terminated by the Department of Homeland Security, which is warning that if these people do not voluntarily depart the country, John, they will be found, arrested, and deported from the country.
It comes as Friday, federal judge James Boasberg rebuked the Trump administration for ignoring his order to turn planes around mid-flight, carrying Venezuelan migrants to a high-security detention facility in El Salvador. Boasberg asked the Justice Department attorney, "Did you not understand?" and accused the administration of disrespecting the court, ignoring orders, and missing his deadlines. The president has firmly stood by his decision and blasted the judge.
They're bad people. We don't want them in our country. We can't let a judge say that he wants them. You know, he didn't run for president. He didn't get much more than 80 million votes. And we just can't let that happen.
The administration claims all the men who were deported are gang members, despite some having no criminal history and given no due process. The deportees are being held in one of the most notorious prisons in the world.
A program that allowed about 240,000 Ukrainian immigrants to come to the U.S. legally under a similar parole is also being eyed by the Trump administration. The president said earlier this month that he would decide soon whether to end that program. Another federal agency is planning to slash almost half its staff. The Small Business Administration says it will reduce more than 40% of its workforce. The agency said the cuts would save more than $400 million a year. Former Georgia Senator Kelly Loeffler heads the agency. In a video posted on X, Loeffler said it's time to, quote, right-size the agency. And President Trump says the SBA will be responsible for handling student loan programs. It comes just one day.
Man, Trump, end all that shit, bro. End all that shit. So, So Trump is doing a lot. He's doing a lot, bro. We've got the tech companies coming. We've got the chip company from Thailand here, building up some new AI shit, $500 billion going into that. That's going to bring the jobs. That the Thailand chip company is going to bring jobs. Now he's bringing the auto. We've got 3 pharmaceutical companies coming to the U.S., bro. You're going to be able to get a job. You're going to be able to get a job now, man. You ain't going to be a brokey no more, dog. You're going to be able to get a job. We got all these motherfuckers out of here. You'll be able to get a fucking apartment or a house, and you'll be able to get a job. It's looking good, man. It's looking good. It's like 80s without the crack again, man. Yeah, he's bringing some shit to Louisiana, Alabama, Georgia. You know you niggas need jobs all out there. You need some fucking job. All right, so shit is looking good here. This one right here. What we gotta do is we just gotta just reel back the power these judges have, man. You know, they got too much fucking power, bro. Too much power. They think they got a God complex. So here is the meeting. All right. Trump's got his smart friends and shit.
An $8 billion investment in American Parish President Clint Cointment. Thank you all very much. Thank you very much. Great honor. Great to have you with us. Today, we're delighted to report that Hyundai is announcing a major $5.8 billion investment in American manufacturing.
Shout out to Hyundai. Hyundai is coming to the U.S. to build shit. So we got a steel mill coming. We got some two manufacturing companies coming. You know what I'm saying? Just looking good, man.
In particular, Hyundai will be building a brand new steel plant in Louisiana, which will produce more than 2.7 million metric tons of steel a year, creating more than 1,400 jobs for American steelworkers. And then there'll be major expansion after that. This will be Hyundai's first ever steel mill in the United States, one of the largest companies in the world, by the way, supplying steel for its auto parts and auto plants in Alabama and Georgia, which will soon produce more than 1 million American-made cars every single year.
Let me see something. How much do a steel mill? Let's see. We can pull this up. Ew, that ain't good. It was looking good, but okay, so there's going to be more jobs, right? Once he gets these fucking judges to get off his fucking nuts and he gets these guys to build this fucking company over here, Hyundai's coming. So Hyundai's going to build that steel mill out in Louisiana, and then there's going to be two factories, one for Georgia, one for Alabama. He's got the fucking the Thailand chip company. I think they're based out of North Carolina. They're building that $500 billion AI company here in the U.S. We have 3 pharmaceutical companies coming to the U.S. All right, so that's like shit, bro. Motherfuckers gonna be able to get some jobs, man. You're gonna be able to get some fucking jobs. You ain't gonna be a brokey. You're able to get some fucking jobs. They're kicking all these damn migrants, and 500,000 people getting their shit revoked. There's gonna be parking. There's gonna be more fucking apartments, more houses, more food, and you get a fucking job, bro. Yeah, this is like the fucking 1980s again without the crack, bro. Yeah. So according to this shit right here, right, they're saying our average hourly wage is around $16, with the majority of salary ranging between $14 and $20 per hour. That is Louisiana money. You know, everything in Louisiana is fucking cheaper, bro. So, you know, up here in New York, it of course it would be different. It would be a lot higher. But you know what? I'm thinking, you know, $20 down in fucking Louisiana is probably pretty good. You know, might be pretty good. So he's got all these guys coming through. I don't know where he gets all these fucking bigwig friends from, man. I don't know where the fuck.
The cars are coming into this country at levels never seen before. Get ready. This investment is a clear demonstration that tariffs very strongly work, and I hope other things also, but the tariffs are bringing them in at levels that have not been witnessed.
See, that's the thing. People was talking about and crying about the tariffs. Yeah, he's putting see, one thing, right? we got to realize we're used to the country running based off of our feelings and our opinions, right? Not really based off of it running along the lines of a business person. Most people in the country aren't business minded. That's why 1% hold all the fucking wealth, because the rest of us aren't business minded like that. So when you get a dude who's in business and he's been doing it for fucking years, and now he's running the country, he's got all of these fucking connects. How do you know all of these people? How do you know these motherfuckers from? He knows the Virgin guy, the guy from Virgin Mobile. He's got the Japanese fucking banker. He's got like some other fucking guy. Now he's got the dude from Hyundai here. He's got Pfizer, Moderna, and Merck that are coming here. How the fuck do you know all these people, bro? You know, I'm just guessing, man. I guess when you got money, you're in a different circle. Just like, you know, when you're broke, you pretty much know all of the fucking, you know, small time fucking criminals and shit. You know, you know the pot dealers and shit like that. When you got bread, when you got some real money, you know the motherfuckers that might own some shit. You know somebody that owns a lighting company. You know somebody that owns cigar lounges and shit like that. So every time you go up in your tax bracket, I guess you hang out with more people, and that's how you know him. So if he's a billionaire or close to a billionaire, I guess that's why he knows these people.
Hyundai will be producing steel in America and making its cars in America, and as a result, they'll not have to pay any tariffs. You know, there are no tariffs.
How much were you putting on these motherfuckers for tariffs that they said, fuck it, it's cheaper to just build the company there? That shit says $20 billion. Yo, how much were you taxing them, Trump? That $20 billion is cheaper. Yo, this shit is crazy. It's almost scripted. It's weird. It's fucking weird. Almost too good to be true.
If you make your product in America, so it's something that's why so many people are coming. As you know, we have from Taiwan, the biggest chip manufacturer in the world, is coming in with $200 billion, and we have a lot of people coming and plants coming and companies coming that never would have been here, never would have even thought about it. The new steel plant in Louisiana is part of an even larger $21 billion investment Hyundai will be making in the United States over the next couple of years. The company will also be massively increasing its auto manufacturing in Georgia and investing billions of dollars in advanced American technology companies. And what I'd like to do is I'd like to ask the executive chairman to say a few words, and it's a great honor to have Hyundai, a truly great company. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
See, fuck, how does he know these nerds?
Thank you very much, Mr. President. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to speak here today, and thank you for the invitation. And
they're so polite.
And congratulations on the remarkable start to your new term.
It's been good.
All right. It's been a great one. So Hyundai Motor entered the U.S. 1986. Since then, we have invested over $20 billion and now support more than 570,000 American jobs across all 50 states. Today, I'm pleased to announce an additional $21 billion in a new investment over the next 4 years, our largest U.S. invest ever. A key part of this commitment is our $6 billion investment to strengthen the U.S. supply chain from steel and parts to automobiles. We are especially excited about Hyundai Steel's multi-billion investment in a new facility in Louisiana, which will create 1,300 American jobs and serve as the foundation for a more reliant and secure automotive supply chain in the U.S. To mark this milestone, we are honored to visit President Trump alongside Governor Landry and Speaker Johnson and Leader Scalise, deepening our partnership with the United States and reinforcing our shared vision for American industrial leadership. And this week, we are also proud to open our new $8 billion auto plant in Georgia. With this, our U.S. vehicle production will exceed 1 million units per year, as President mentioned. Our decision to invest in Savannah, Georgia, creating more than 8,500 American jobs, was initiated during my meeting with President Trump in Seoul in 2019. That's right. Yeah, and after that, 2020 in Davos, I mentioned about the new plant. So American Jobs was initiated during at the time. Now, as we proudly mark the completion of this transformative project coincides with the beginning of President Trump's second term, making this moment even more special.
Thank you.
Yeah. Furthermore, HMG will purchase $3 billion worth of U.S. LNG to support America's energy industry and enhance our energy.
So they're putting $3 billion into energy. I gotta look into this energy shit, man. This energy shit seems like it's popping, man.
Security. All of these efforts will accelerate the localization of our supply chain in the U.S., expand our operations, and grow our American workforce. With your leadership, Mr. President, Hyundai Motor Group is proud to be a stronger partner in America's industrial future. I'd like to personally invite you to visit one of our state-of-the-art manufacturing facility and see firsthand our commitment to the United States and our American workers. Right. So thank you to our American partners and employees and communities. We are really proud to stand with you and proud to build the future together. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Oh, excuse me. Yo, in the energy industry, the average annual salary for workers is around $92,000, which equates to about $44.37 an hour. The fuck? Okay, so they've got solar consultants average around 135. Okay, so this is like petroleum engineers, solar project developers, wind farm site managers, power plant operators. Okay, renewable energy project managers, solar. Interesting. Energy is a good career path for individuals who are interested in sustainability, engineering, and technology. The three biggest jobs that will be the most profitable in the next 10 years are tech, the medical field, still, and energy. I did a stream on that telling people where to push your kids. You know, STEM is definitely the number one. Science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. But you know, if you got a kid like me, I tell my boys, listen, man, if you decide to go to college for something that's going to make some fucking money, bro. Don't go to college and get fucking student loan debt for some bullshit. Go for where the fucking money is at, right? You know, And in these fields, energy, science, STEM, you can actually branch off and become an entrepreneur. If you don't go to college and you go to a trade school, say, you know, they still have a need for construction managers, plumbing. You know, these are also things you could also be an entrepreneur in as well. But the regular job, like back in the day, when, you know, you graduate high school or you're working in high school and you working at fucking Chick-fil-A, that shit is about to be over, man. They said AI is taking that shit over, man. You ain't even gonna be able to go be a cashier in fucking Walmart or Target, man. Everything's gonna be checkout. Especially since all these motherfuckers were running in, smash and grab and all of that shit, because all of these geniuses with these diplomas here, they said, oh, as long as you steal $999, you won't be fucking charged. They've been going nuts. I went into Target a couple months ago, you know, and the fucking socks were locked up, bro. The drawers and socks were fucking locked up in a case. I got to the cash register. I said, yo, man, everything been all right here lately? Like, yeah, I guess he thought I was talking about the flow. He's like, yeah, it's not that busy. I said, nah, the fucking socks and drawers are locked up. He was like, oh, yeah. See, motherfuckers grabbing socks and drawers and running the fuck out? That's nuts, bro. So all of that shit affects, man. All of that shit affects us. You know, people fucking stealing in mass like that. Like, you need some vigilantes, man. You gotta hire some private security or hire somebody that just could knock a motherfucker upside their head, man. You know, like you leave everybody handicapped. Oh yeah.
I thought maybe we have our great speaker, and we have two very good friends, Mike and Steve, and you come from a certain state that we're talking about right now that we love, and I've done very well there. I've always won by a lot. I love that state, so I was happy to hear about it. That's why I said, come on over.
Won by a lot.
Mike, would you and Steve like to say a few words, please?
Sure. Thank you, Mr. President. We're excited. It was mentioned earlier what a great start we've had to your second term, and we're just getting started. Everyone should know that. There'll be more of this because it's the policies that are bringing about the great growth, and it's about leadership. And we have a...
Yeah, man, so he's doing fucking great. He's doing great over there. He's doing a great job. All right, so where am I? I actually want to see if I can find something on this here. Let's see what we can find here. Showdown escalates between Trump and judge over deportation. 16 hours old. Let's see what's up.
We turn now to the Trump administration's legal battle over the deportation flights of hundreds of Venezuelans. President Trump has attacked the federal judge overseeing the case, and the case is now heading to an appeals court. Our senior national correspondent, Terry Moran, is at the White House with the latest. Good morning, Terry.
Now, don't forget. Schumer said that they had 235 judges and that they're you know, turning down everything Trump is doing. He basically said that they had that they had all of the judges on board that were just having trouble with the lower level. That it's just stopped right here. So we'll see when it goes up to the appellate.
Good morning, Rebecca. This morning, Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem is planning to travel to El Salvador and visit that notorious prison where hundreds of Venezuelans were deported from the U.S. summarily with no hearings in their cases. And while the legal battle over those deportations and over whether the Trump administration ignored a court order to stop them continues.
And the court order shit. I looked it up. It states that a verbal order does not override or supersede a written order that has been passed in put into law, unless it is going to be written. So that's the thing. His order was going to be written. His order was written like 2 hours later or something like that, an hour and a half later. Don't quote me on the time, but yeah. So that's where the issue lies. It was written. It was being put. It was being written. So the judge is like, listen, it's not like I said do it and I wasn't going to have the order written up to make it law. But we're like, yo, listen, man, it wasn't fucking. We were already in the air. We're not turning the plane around while we're already in the fucking air. Like, yeah, okay, so you're written. So it's written for the next one. And why are you going so hard for these fucking crooks?
Over the weekend, President Trump stepped up his attacks on federal judge James Boasberg, calling him a, quote, constitutional disaster. Now the showdown between Trump and the judiciary enters a new phase, heading to the U.S. Court of Appeals in Washington as the administration looks to reverse Judge Boasberg's order, halting some deportations.
Mr. President, do you think you have the authority, the power to round up people, deport them, and then you're under no obligation to a court to show the evidence against them?
Well, that's what the law says, and that's what our country needs.
At issue is the deportation of hundreds of Venezuelans who were flown to a notorious prison in El Salvador.
Like, bro, why are we calling it a notorious prison? Like, it's where very bad people should go, bro. Like you're saying they sent them to the notorious prison. They should have sent them to a nice place, but they sent them there. No, fuck. They send them where they're supposed to go. That's where they need to go, bro. What are you talking about? Why would you say that?
Last weekend under the Alien Enemies Act of 1798, despite Judge Boasberg's verbal order to turn the planes carrying them around. In court, the judge warned there will be consequences if he decides that his order was deliberately disobeyed, and he expressed sharp skepticism about the sweeping claim of presidential power at the heart of this case. Trump and his allies have been demanding that the judge be impeached. That's prompted a rebuke from Chief Justice John Roberts, and lawmakers from both parties say it almost certainly won't happen.
Democrats in the Senate will not impeach judges. Full stop.
If it were me, I probably wouldn't be poking the people that are going to make decisions about me.
Trump's border czar Tom Homan says the administration will follow court orders, but he's also said he doesn't care what judges think about the Trump deportation action.
We're going to keep targeting the worst of the worst, which we've been doing since day one, and deporting from the United States to the various laws on the books.
The White House alleges those Venezuelan migrants are members of the violent Tren de Aragua gang, but late last week in a
It's crazy how they're saying that the White House alleges. I never would have. That doesn't even compute. The White House alleges. What? What do you mean the White House alleges? That's what it is. There's no allege. What like you're saying this shit like it's a fucking bodega owner saying, yeah, man, that guy came in and stole some fucking bread and left. No, this is the White House, bro.
Sworn declaration, an immigration official acknowledged that many of those deported individuals had no criminal record. Attorneys.
It's not many. It's not many. It's not many, bro. There were 261 people on there. All right? And I'm going to find a breakdown. Who the fuck is this?
It's for Jersey Reyes Barrios, a professional soccer player from Venezuela with reportedly no criminal record, say he was apparently one of the men sent to El Salvador. They say he came to the United States border legally, seeking asylum in 2024, and was accused of being a gang member by law enforcement because they believed he had gang-related tattoos. So he was detained.
Let me see this motherfucker. Look like you throwing up gang signs right now, bitch. What the fuck is that? What is that? Come on, man. These guys are getting on my nerves. What's his name? Jersey Reyes Barrios. Let me see this motherfucker here. What team did he play for, man? What team did he play? I don't see any. What team did he play for? This is so much bullshit. I don't see anything that says this motherfucker plays soccer. All right, players. What the fuck? No, that's not him. I was about to say, I caught these motherfuckers in a lie. Let me see. Is that the same motherfucker? No. All right, let's see here. I don't see this motherfucker. I don't see him. Now I gotta ask him. When? I don't even see. Nah, this shit is fishy, bro. Soccer player deported over tattoo, social media post. Reyes Barrios. It's no criminal record. Professional soccer coach and coach for kids in Venezuela. Fled after allegedly being detained and tortured in a clandestine building in Venezuela after he demonstrated against President Nicolas Maduro. I don't see shit where this guy played soccer, bro. me see here. Let me see this. What fucking team is it? Bro. God damn. All right, which team did this cocksucker play for? Because I just don't believe them. He ain't played no fucking. He wasn't no pro soccer player, bro. It's bullshit. It's fucking bullshit.
At the border, then deported to El Salvador without notice, the administration refusing to show any evidence that could
So I should be able to find this picture in Google Photo. Right? Nope. Nope, not at all, champ. Not at all. What did I say? Menio? Fuck, I can't see it. Is this? Bro, I see them holding up Brazil and Colombia. Fuck, I need translation. So why here? Look at this. Why here? They're holding up his picture, but he's got a Brazilian jersey on. Right? He's got a Brazilian jersey on. Okay. Yeah, we got the sad music and all that. That is Brazil. Brazil versus Colombia. Okay, so you know, I just don't believe him because I've been looking all over here and I can't find shit with this dude on it. Nothing. No pictures, no videos with this guy on it. Right? Jers Reyes Barrios, soccer player. All right. The only thing that comes up is everything man deported under Reyes Barrios, 36-year-old professional soccer player, right? This is just, they're just showing him in jail and showing him what a fucking professional soccer player wrongly deported. Okay. So where did he play the soccer at? All right, let's go to images. All right, let's see what we got here. This here? So they're saying this tattoo. It's a Trump deports footballer Urs Reyes Barrios Salvador for a tattoo similar to Real Madrid badge. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. All right, what's this? Real Madrid logo. Reyes Barrios tattoo. Reyes Barrios social media posts. Fuck. All right, man, listen. What team did this guy play for? So how come it can't tell me what team he played for, bro? Economic Times, what are they talking about? Economic Times. It's not saying what team he played for. Okay, wiki. Man, this shit, this nigga don't even got a. Oh my god. Let me see. What is? What tattoos they got? They got anything with a fucking crown? Yes, they do. All right. Well, we got a crown. Yep, they got the Jordan 23. They got to do with the 23 on his fucking on the back of his neck. The train, yeah. Crown. this, a rose? They got the MOB too. The crown. Well, you know, that really can be a honest mistake. You know, if you you see look at this bitch. What the fuck, bro? Tatted up female Trinidad gang member called the Barbie is busted for running brutal sex trafficking rings. Son of a bitch. Wow. Damn. Damn. Sex trafficking operation out of a border town hotel that the gang took over, according to the lead Border Patrol memo. This bitch is on TikTok. This shit is crazy. Oh, man. I tell you, bro. That's her name? Estefania Primera.
Why do men stay when they're unhappy? Because women in relationship for happiness. Men not. Men in relationship could this mine. She ain't understand what I was saying when I was saying this mine. She ain't get it. Like this my person. So whatever come with this.
This bitch is fucking wild looking. Look at this hoe. What the fuck? Bro, get these motherfuckers out of here. Get them out of here, Pop. Nah, we don't want these bitches here, dog. Nah. Get that bitch out of here, kid. Look at this shit. Look at this bitch, bro.
Tengo un Beretta F92 porque la Glock se cayó con los Johnny. Desde pequeño yo estoy tras el money, invierto por oso en las libras de Chronic.
Mira, te hables claro.
Hey, mira, ¿qué vas a hacer?
Sigue huyendo. ¿Por qué?
Ain't that the same hand signal that dude was throwing up? Ain't that the same? Ain't that the same? Ain't that the same shit? Hold up. Hold the fuck up, my guy. Gotcha. Fucking gotcha. Got you. Fucking got you, papa. Fucking got you. Look at this. Upload new. Right there. Boom. They throwing up the same shit, Pop. They throwing up the same shit, my mans. Yeah, I got you, nigga. I'ma post this shit. Get the fuck out of here. Gotcha. Give a fuck if you coach soccer kids now, nigga. Too bad. Let me save this. Got him. We fucking got him. That's good enough for me, Pop. Where's the other shit at that I was just looking at? Where's the TikTok at? Where the fuck is the TikTok shit I was just on? Oh. Oh. Got him. Fucking got him. See what else we can find real quick. Yeah.
Perdónalo, Jesucristo. Hay que ser odiosos y punto.
Hold on. You know what I want to do? And I want to show that. Turn that damn music off or they tag me for some shit I don't even fucking understand. All right, you just put this over here. All right, we gonna go back. All right, let's see what else is cooking. Gang members is dumb as hell, bro. All right. Okay. Now they said she was running a brothel. She's like a crackhead, bro. Look at this bitch. She was crazy, man. She can't even fight her way out of a wet paper bag, man. This bitch like a 90 pounds, bro. Big stupid ass glasses and a fucking big ass hat. All right, I guess that's about it. So yeah, I'm siding with them. I think they did the right thing getting him out of there. You know, yeah. Got you, buddy. Fucking got you.
So he was detained at the border, then deported to El Salvador without notice, the administration refusing to show any evidence that could confirm his alleged gang affiliation. And now sources tell ABC News that the IRS is looking to help out with deportation.
As a matter of fact, I'm gonna drop this in the comments right here. All right, so hopefully this news channel will go on and look at that shit. All right, good. All right, good. Our work here is...
efforts. The arrangement is not finalized yet, but the IRS might be able to help immigration.
Yeah. All right, guys, I'm about to end the strizim. Holla at you later.